Most restaurants live off these three things: stars, photos, reviews, word of mouth. Well, that's four, but you get my point. But what about the places nobody knows about? The restaurants with no reviews, no photos, barely any hype. Those are the restaurants I want to see, you feel? And those are the restaurants we're trying today. I'll be traveling through the state of Georgia to see if...
I was about to say something real quick. Yo, the places that got no reviews, no pictures, no nothing, bro. When you go on the maps, try to look at for food spots around you, I don't go to those spots. Well, with my girl, I don't go to those spots. But me personally, bro, it depends. It depends, you know what I mean? But with my shorty, bro, me and my girl go out, I do not go to those spots right there.
These places are hidden gems, or these are simply places you should avoid. But we do have rules.
You see, sometimes they could be hidden gems though. Because growing up, I remember we had this Chinese spot. It was a little Chinese spot, you know what I mean? It was like a little neighborhood, local Chinese spot. You know, everybody in the neighborhood used to go there. But that was the best. And to this day, bro, that was the best Chinese food I've ever had. No pictures, no reviews, nothing, bro. No website, no nothing.
Rule number 1, each restaurant should have 10 reviews or less. Rule number 2, I must order the popular dish or dishes they're known for. And rule number 3, I can only have one bite. Whoever has the highest average score wins the first ever Golden Fork Award Challenge of 2026, and also the first ever Golden Fork Award Challenge on this channel. So now that you know the rules and what's at stake, let's get to it. First stop, Guadalupe Taqueria in Cummings, Georgia. Not sure how safe it is, but we're starting things off at a gas pump. Why? Because to the left of me is Guadalupe Taqueria, which is a Mexican restaurant that is attached to a gas station. I like this place already. Some people will argue about the location not being the smartest, but I think the location is pretty strategic because gas stations get a lot of traffic, and if you walk into the gas station, you have no other choice but to see Guadalupe. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
They're also open from 6 a.m. to 3. I've never seen a Mexican restaurant open so early and close so early. Maybe, just maybe, they're trying to go after a certain audience. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's almost 3 o'clock. Let's go in and see what Guadalupe Taqueria. Ooh, that sounds good. Let's see how good the food is. You know, sometimes your boy really be lost in his own world. I walked past the door twice, y'all. Twice. Finally get inside thinking it's just a regular gas station. And it was. It was a little cleaner than average, but still very much gas station energy. Then I looked to my left and voila, a whole restaurant. Chalkboard menu, handwritten items, and look.
I don't know why, but I feel like it's going to bust already. I already feel like it's going to be good. I feel like it's going to be good, the food.
Choice Award for Best Tacos in Cumming, Georgia is
Bertolli, made with fresh cream and aged Parmesan. Take the Alfredo.
Before you throw another controller, maybe break up with your lag instead. Switch to Optimum Fiber, the best internet.
Is this one of those hidden gems people walk past every day, or is this just another taco spot? What's the most popular thing to get?
Everything, right?
Everything? You know, I love the confidence, but let's be honest, it's just not a real answer. Then I asked the question that everybody wants answered. So for a first time, what would you choose?
You're not picky?
No.
I mean, you want to try tacos? They're pretty good. The bowls are pretty good as well. It's a bed of beans and rice with whatever meat you like on top, pico de gallo, cream and cheese.
Oh yeah, I do that. While I'm waiting on the food, which only took about 15 minutes, I noticed a sign in the back that says, "We stop biscuits at 11 a.m. Was me finding out that Mexican restaurants serve biscuits on my big one card in 2026? No, but I'm here for it. Food's finally out. Beans, rice, chorizo, then pico for freshness, radishes for crunch, crema to cool it down, and they finish it with queso.
I don't know. I don't think that looked good. I would honestly, personally, I would have probably tried a taco. Know what I mean? I don't know about this though.
Fresco and cotija cheese. On paper, this should work, but the real question is, does it? Now, I can only have one bite of this, so I'm gonna get as big of a bite as I can. Don't know why I made that a rule, but whatever. So I take the first bite and I let my taste buds do what they do while I stare into the air, like I'm buffering or something. Then I notice something. So mid-bite, I still got some food in my mouth. You need to give me some sauce. So instead of pouring it in, because I can't have another bite, wanna try it? After trying it with the sauce, I'm ready to give my final analysis. So I wish the chicken was seasoned a little bit more, yes, because I feel like the ground beef is carrying this entire bowl, but beef is seasoned so daggone good, it kind of makes you forget about the grilled chicken. I keep turning this over and over because I want to take another bite, but obviously I can't. I sat here for about 5 minutes, upset, fantasizing about what I just ate, wondering if I should change the rules, because the bowl was really good, but I can't change the rules. It's too late. I've already started. Does this come with chips at all?
No, I'll give you some.
Yeah, I just I didn't know if it came with chips or not. So I finally get the chips. Boy, do they look good. But what was supposed to be a great experience turned out to be a not so good experience. The salsa though, hot. So hot, there's places on my body right now that are sweating that I cannot name on camera. Really hot. While I was eating the chips, he slid over a cup of strawberry lemonade, which I had to be completely honest about. Yeah. You know, I'm glad you gave me this, and I really hope you see this video. This lemonade is probably the worst lemonade I've ever had in my life. It doesn't taste like strawberry. It's
yo, he's mad honest. Oh my god.
Sweet. It's just colored water. You need to fix this, bro. This is horrible. Bowl was really good. I'll give that a 9. The chips, I gotta give that a 5. And the strawberry lemonade, I have to give that a 1. The main dish definitely showed up and showed out. So as I'm leaving, I'm putting my information on one of his business cards, and I decided to tell him how I really felt about the lemonade. Your lemonade would be a whole lot better if it was sweeter.
Sweeter?
You should make it a little sweeter. Because right now it tastes like flavored water. You gotta make it sweet.
People don't like the sweet.
It ain't gotta be too sweet though.
I got a lot of complaints every time, so I try to keep my drinks not too
keeping
sweet.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't sweet at all.
Kind of the level.
Hey, everything else is.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
No, I appreciate
Thank you so much. He accepted the criticism pretty well, but he's a chef out of Atlanta. Quit his job, and him and his wife decided to open a Mexican restaurant. He also told me he takes bad reviews personally. That he's
also, you gotta understand, he's a food critic, bro. He's going to be brutally honest, and that's what I cause out of everybody, cause bro, you know, I don't know if you guys heard about crumble cookie, shit like that, bro. I be seeing a lot of videos of like people reviewing, things like that, and it's like somebody will say one thing, somebody will say another thing, you know what I mean? And it's like I just feel like they're not genuinely honest with the shit they say. You know what I mean? This guy, I could tell he's brutally honest. Out of everybody I watched, this guy right here, I don't know his name, but I could tell sometimes I think like, damn, like he really just, like it looks good. You know what I mean? He was just say some other shit. But if he says the food's good, I believe him. No doubt about it.
Left one a day in his life. Although I strongly disagree, I think you should always be able to leave a bad review if the food truly is bad. But that's another topic for another day. 1 down, 5 to go. Who will win the first ever Golden Fork Award? Next up, you can Top Cafe in Stone Mountain, Georgia. I've definitely had those nights when you're up late, you're lying in bed, and you start searching for symptoms, and somewhere along the line you convince yourself it's something serious. For example, I had this stretch where I was grinding non-stop, and one night I'm lying in the bed and my heart started racing a little bit. So instead of self-diagnosing, I booked a doctor's appointment, which is why today's video sponsor is ZocDoc.
Damn.
Introducing Business Essentials from U.S. Bank with no monthly maintenance fee checking and card payment processing.
Without T-Mobile 5G home internet, this place is spooky.
And my palate. But that's what kind of brought me here today. This place not only sells vegan food and my palate, but that's video visits to within 24.com/Instagram. Look, I'll be the first to tell you, I am not the biggest vegan fan. But over the years, I've tried to expand my palate.
Yeah, fuck no vegan. I don't know how people do it, bro. I can never be a vegan, bro. I can never be a vegan, bro. Like, just eating vegetables on my shit. I be eating vegetables, but vegetables by itself is insane to me, bro. I don't know how people do it. I don't know, but
today. This place not only sells vegan food, but they sell alkaline vegan food. Never knew there was such a thing. They don't have a website, but they are open every day from 11 to 8 and set for Monday. Which I don't understand why restaurants love not being open on Monday in Atlanta, but it is what it is. The weirdest thing has happened already. I've been out here for about 45 minutes and I haven't seen not one person walk into that restaurant. I want to know why. Let's go in and check them out. Walked in the restaurant and was surprised. A small, clean, Afrocentric cafe that's giving cultural hub and progress vibes, and not to mention a scan menu at the front counter.
Take your hood off, man.
Take the hood off?
Yeah, it look like you, what y'all do?
Who's that?
That dude be doing the food critic.
Yeah, that's me.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah, no, that's me. Yeah.
That's you for real?
Yeah.
I watch you everything, man.
He left a $100,000 a year job to move from Alabama to Stone Mountain to open this cafe. He handles all the cooking and is also an herbalist who has helped over 1,000 people improve their health with conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, AIDS, cancer, and also herpes. With a story
Wait, really?
like high blood pressure.
I didn't know that.
He is also an herbalist who has helped over 1,000 people improve their health with conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, AIDS, cancer, and also herpes. With a story like that, all I gotta say is the food better deliver. I opened the box and there it was, a Krabby Patty in between homemade bread and fries. Took my fork, cut into the burger effortlessly. I've never cut into a burger this easy. Tried to pick it up the first time. Boy, it was hot. When I finally picked it up and bit into the sandwich, I felt like I was in heaven. Who would have ever thought a patty made out of chickpeas would be so good?
I have no idea what it's made with. I see it has green peppers, onions, red peppers, and kale, but I don't know what it's made out of, and I really want you guys to know because this is a really good vegan sandwich. Give me a second. So
I think that's him in the back, no? Hey, it look like him in the back.
Now, this patty is made from chickpeas, and let me tell you, it's way too good for me to be experiencing this alone. I need a witness. There's a lady behind me, possibly getting macked on right now, that I really want to ask to try it with me. But we'll let love run its course, and we'll try these fries until she's done.
they have a nice breading on them. Hold on. I got a question. What is the bread made out of?
Quinoa flour.
Okay.
That was the owner who put me on game. He told me not only is the patty made out of chickpeas, the bread is made out of chickpeas and quinoa flour. That's crazy. And the fries,
Really?
they're made out of burro bananas.
So these are burro banana
What?
fries. Never heard of them. They have a very mild taste to them. The texture is great. It's a little crunchy. But I order these again, probably not because I'm used to unhealthy fries, unfortunately. The sandwich, y'all, for a person that tries vegan every so often, that sandwich will make anybody convert from eating what they're eating now to vegan food. It's really good.
So after drinking this fresh pressed soursop green apple key lime ginger drink that was so good, I noticed the person sitting behind me was all by herself. Now this sandwich was honestly too good not to get a second opinion, so I kept it simple and asked her to try it with me, and she said yes.
This is made with like chickpea flour. Yep, and the patty is made with like chickpeas. You just try the patty. I slice it in half. Just let me know what you think about it.
It's my first time trying something.
Yeah, but you are vegan, right?
Vegan.
Okay, that makes sense.
So upon her trying this, I had to prep her and let her know, hey look, this might be a little hot, alright? I ain't want her to think this was a setup. But she bit into it and tried it, and surprisingly,
Pretty good, right?
Oh,
You like chickpeas, I'm assuming. What do you taste?
definitely taste the chickpeas.
Definitely taste that, for sure.
I taste the herbs and spices.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely taste it's a strong herb in there. Like, is it a dry herb?
It is. And then he has the peppers, the green peppers, the red peppers on there too.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice concoction. I've never had bread this thin, personally, on a sandwich, but
But it is healthy though.
it is. I'm not unfortunately, I ain't really a vegan guy. But I will say, this was actually pretty good.
It's actually really good.
Well, you gotta try the fries too.
This is interesting. Okay, I never had not potato fries. Don't taste like a fry. This is pretty good for it to be a fried banana. you know?
well, it's safe to say she liked it, but now
Something about banana. What the fuck? So banana fries, bro?
time to ask the hard question.
So what would you rate that? Just both.
This, I really like it. I rate it a 9.
I love chickpeas too. 9?
Yeah.
I'll go 9 too. So what do you do for a living?
I do video and marketing for restaurants, brands as well.
You have like an Instagram or like a website?
So it's Magnetic, it's Media, MEDIA, official.
And you're based out of Atlanta?
Yeah.
Imagine being able to build
Put
an
it
app
below
with
on,
your
huh?
name on it, just
me
by
on,
thinking
gang.
about it.
So
Meet Base 44.
I'm joking.
Perfect. Well, there you have it. The overall score was a 9. The owner actually heard us talking about the fries, and he brought out a burro banana, which is what the fries are made out of, which was pretty cool to see. I also told the owner what I think he should have in this restaurant.
You don't have any like plates? It's
No
for,
plate?
no, just like plates like for people that's sitting in. Like I see you got like
You
to-go
know what?
containers.
I need to do that. That's the next thing on my list.
So he said he would get plates. I also got a detox drink that I'll drink later on. And we're on to the next spot.
that's a good ass place. I fuck with it though, bro. I genuinely like it, bro, because he got what topped it off was a detox drink. Because me personally, I love to drink healthy things. You know, I make my teas every single day. I like to drink kombucha. You know, I like detox drinks. You know what I mean? I might make a little tea with oregano, green tea, ginger, lemon. clothes, mad shit, bro. And by the sounds of it, bro, that sound, you know what I mean? That shit, hey, he's saying that shit hitting. So, you know what I mean? I fuck with it. I fuck with that store though. Personally, me though, I'm not a vegan guy, but I would try that though. He made it sound good. I'm not gonna lie.
Next stop, Levant Oven in Marietta, Georgia. I think I'm going to like this place. They sell pies, meat, cheese, attar, and more. Sounds like Lebanese to me, but what do I know? But guess what's even better? They have a website. All right, they're open every day except for Monday. Yeah! Food looks amazing. The photos look great. They're also actively on social media. I couldn't find not a thing wrong with this restaurant, so I'm gonna go in and see if the food is actually really good.
Second I walked in, I noticed they still had their Christmas decorations up, including the Christmas tree. But they ain't really tripping because mine is still up too. But everything looks so neat, clean, and organized.
So this place obviously is clean. It's nice. They had like 3. Oh, wait a minute. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Thanks. Food came out super fast. And you know, I don't know what any of this is. I just ordered what was most popular on the menu, and I'm gonna have them come back over and explain what this is.
Although this is not hummus, it looks like it, so we'll try this first. It also came with some bread, pita bread. Examined the pita bread and dunked it like a cold-blooded fat savage. Took a bite and was immediately left.
That looked good.
So speechless.
So I'm gonna tell you what this is and what it has on it. It's char grilled and diced eggplant mixed with tahini and yogurt, drizzled with olive oil and garnished with mint. It's called muttable. Anybody that knows me will tell you I am not an eggplant guy. I don't even taste eggplant in this. I don't. This is good. If you like hummus, I feel like it's a spinoff on that. I could be wrong. No offense if I am. Just telling you what it tastes like to me.
Once again, for the people in the back, it's not hummus, but it is very similar to it.
Texture is nice and smooth. It is oily. The bread has a nice, crunchy, fluffy, flaky texture, which kind of helps with that.
Next, we have this pizza looking thing that does not look edible, if I'm being honest, but we're gonna eat it anyway. I was gonna try it, but you know, I'm gonna ask because I want to tell you guys exactly what I'm eating.
What is this called again?
meat بعجين
Latin bajin. Okay, and on top that's the meat. Yeah. And it's kind of like on flatbread. Yeah. Okay.
The owner coached me through this, so he told me to pour this black sweet sauce on it first and then squeeze it with a lemon and then eat, and that's what I did. And the results were just...
This sauce really, it carried this, if I'm being honest. It's so good with the sauce. It adds a sweet, acidic taste. And with the texture of the bread and the smoothness of the meat kind of reminds you of like, I don't want to compare it to potted meat, but it looks just like potted meat. It looks like it's also been minced as well.
Wasn't a huge fan of that.
What's potted meat? I don't know what that is. It don't look that bad though. Like, I mean, honestly, bro, nah, I'm lying. It look like cafeteria food, bro. You know, shit that you had at school. You know, I don't know.
I'm sure it's for somebody, just not for me. This last dish is called manakish.
That look good.
Sort of looks like a calzone. Out of everything I tried today, I hope this lives up to the hype. I had the hardest time picking this up, so I got a knife and cut it. Gotta drizzle it first because the rules say I only get one bite. I'm not sure why I made that rule, but whatever. Took the first bite and I was just a little underwhelmed.
If you're a person that loves cheese, you will like this. Yeah, the sauce was too sharp and bitter for me, and it completely overpowered the falafel, the part I was most excited to taste, along with the other ingredients.
For those who eat Lebanese food all the time, yeah, look, I'm sure you have no problem with it, but me, this was just underwhelming. And yeah, the Mataboul, I'm gonna give a 6 out of 10. The meat on flatbread, I give it a 7, and the manakish pie, I'll give a 6, which comes out to an average score of 6.3 out of 10.
3 restaurants down, 3 to go. Who will win my very first Golden Fork Award of 2026? Lego. Next stop, Brainwave Pizza in Decatur, Georgia. I had to come out the other hoodie that I had, y'all. It was making me feel kind of heavy, and I look heavy on camera. That could probably mean that I am heavy. Is this person about to hit me or hit the other car? I don't know. Anyway, you know, I've only been to Decatur a couple times, and the times I have been to Decatur, it's never a good experience. But this area seems pretty cool. Brainwave Pizza is a pizza joint, and it looks pretty nice. The pizza looks good online, but the only thing that I hate about this restaurant is the website. The website irritates the out of me. It literally looks like I'm playing a video game instead of ordering pizza. It's the worst thing. But I'm pretty excited because I haven't had pizza in a while and I really want to eat some good pizza. They sell New York style pizza, which is, I mean, Detroit's better to be honest. Anyway, let's go inside and see how good Brainwave Pizza really is.
Walked in the restaurant and was impressed. The restaurant is really nice, y'all. And
It look clean.
It's well put together. It's organized. They even had my favorite show when I was a kid on TV, Bob Ross, y'all. This here was really nostalgic. Ordered a few slices of pizza and also garlic knots and went outside. I'd say I waited about 10 minutes for the garlic knots to come out, but when they came out, they looked extremely weird. They just didn't look good at all. Took the first bite and I was extremely surprised.
This sucks. So the white substance you see on top of the garlic knots is supposed to be Parmesan, but I can tell you right now, it tastes nothing like Parmesan. This is just plain bread that they've tied into a knot and they shredded fake muted Parmesan on top, and it just didn't work out for you. Very poor, lazy way of making garlic knots.
Damn.
You know, it's wild that garlic knots can literally be wearing a Parmesan outfit and still taste like absinthe.
So far, the vegan one, that's the one that got it right now.
Nothing. But we have a pepperoni pizza, and when I bit into this pizza, I was very surprised.
Now we're gonna forget about the garlic knots and we can talk about the pizza now. Pizza solid. It is. It's not too saucy. It has a deep, rich flavor. It doesn't have the flop. The undercarriage is pretty firm. Beautiful crunch to it. Love my pizza with a little bubble. You know what I mean? Pizza solid.
Garlic knots missed, but the pizza's keeping them in the Golden Fork conversation. Try the meat pizza. It was amazing. But when I tried the vodka slice,
if and only if you like a mild, subtle, smooth, with a great, unbelievable texture pizza, this is the one to get. I can't say it enough, but that structure right there, man, look how that mug is standing at attention. You hear me? I don't think I've had a pizza like that.
Pizza's a non-garlic knots.
Bertolli, made with fresh cream and aged Parmesan. Take the Alfredo.
She was like the guy from Stranger Things, Will.
You ever hear a city hum like it's got a story to tell? That's Nashville.
She was like nigga from Stranger Things.
That puts them at a 7 overall and still alive for the Golden Fork Award.
Next stop, Ito Ramen Bar in Noonan, Georgia. Y'all, this is the third day of the Golden Fork Award 2026 challenge. I drove an hour. Really? I drove an hour. Is he being funny? I drove an hour to Noonan, Georgia to try out this ramen bar. Let's go in here and see how good that ramen bar really is, because it's 70 degrees out here and I'm just in the mood for it. And I'm a little stuffy too. Yeah.
Walked up and seen a pickup window. Never seen one of those before. Yeah, when I walked in, I was shocked. This is a big restaurant, and I came at the right time because there's hardly anybody in here. The art on the wall is very appealing. They even have a sushi bar, which doesn't seem like it's open yet, but it's here. Sat down to order my food, and the unimaginable happened. I'm met with a menu with 95 menu items on it. Yes, you heard that right, 95. And I don't know what to order, so I asked.
Well, the tacos.
Tacos are good.
They're unbelievable.
All right.
The tauntaun is my absolute favorite.
He recommended their crab tacos and also their spicy ramen, which I love ramen, so we're gonna see how it is. It took these tacos every bit of 4 minutes to come out, but don't they look good though? Yes, they are small, and yes, it's a taco holder that holds 3 and they gave me 2. Do I wish they would have gave me 3 instead? Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. Y'all, I took the first bite and was just amazed, bruh. So amazed, the waiter had to come over and see if I was alright.
Are you okay?
Gotta give it to him, he was right. These spicy crab-filled wonton tacos were just mom.
Yo, those look good though. Those look, oh my god though.
And here comes the spicy tauntaun ramen. And yes, it does look good, but does it taste as good as it looks? This is me wrestling with the chopsticks because I only have 1 bite. So I'm trying to taste everything in 1 bite. Finally get everything on the chopstick and just shove it in my mouth. And then the bok choy starts running. Like, yeah, but I just sucked it back up.
I've had a lot of ramen in my life. I love ramen. This is the best ramen I've ever had in my life. The broth is spicy, but it's not too spicy. It has a deep, rich flavor. The corn, the meat, the thin noodles, the bok choy, everything comes together for just a wedding in your mouth. As bad as I want to devour this right now,
y'all, this ramen had me discombobulated, like confused, speechless, questioning every life choice I ever made. With a 9.6 for the ramen, a 9.2 for the tacos, bringing it to an average score of 9.4, ITO Ramen has officially put themselves in a great position to win the first ever Golden Fork Award Challenge of 2026.
I want to stress this. Every restaurant has been good in their own way, but there's there's only one Golden Fork Award, which leads us to our last challenger, LBU. Now, this restaurant's a little different. They're open 4 days a week for only 6 hours, which equates to 24 hours in 1 week. They're not active on Instagram. They have no website. In fact, when you click the website button on Google, it routes to Facebook, which I hate. Yeah, I hate that. Which could be the reason.
But how they making their money then? How they staying open? They only work 6 hours, 4 days a week. It's kind of crazy to me.
Nobody knows about your LBU, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's go in here and see if the food is really good, or is it a place you should just keep avoiding. The second I walked into the restaurant, they were so welcoming.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm alright. First timer.
Ah, first timer.
Yeah.
So our shop we specialize in making fresh rice noodles and rice sheets. They're all gluten-free.
Nice.
We're a Vietnamese takeout, dine-in. What are you in the mood for? Are you in the mood for
Anything.
something soupy?
She told me who they were, told me what they specialize in, and also asked me what I was in the mood for. I just know I'm in good hands. After ordering my food, I couldn't help but to look at the wall. It was a picture of Vietnam and the foods that are associated with the different regions. The restaurant was small, but at the same time it was clean. But from what the lady told me, this is how restaurants are in Vietnam. Small, clean, and cozy. So, you know, I can get with it. I ain't sat down for 5 minutes, mic ain't plugged in, and food is just coming out from left to right. And all I can do is just really be thankful. Because no shade to the other restaurants I've been to, food really ain't came out this fast. She also explained to me the spices and how to use them.
Fish sauce, hot sauce, peanuts, pickled garlic.
Yep.
Now that I know how to eat everything, here's our first noodle dish. We got turmeric noodles, shrimp, pork, egg, and just enough broth to coat everything. First, we're gonna throw the toppings in. Then we're gonna break the crackers. I'm not sure why I'm being this gentle, but I think I'm a little scared. Some chili oil in there. Toss it around a little bit.
You like that, right?
Yeah.
Alright, now we're gonna insert the other one right in between like your index and your thumb.
She also taught me how to use chopsticks because I don't know how to use chopsticks at this big age. Finally got the food on the chopsticks with the help of my left hand, and I shove as much of it in my mouth as I can. This was an incredible, sensational bite.
This is the perfect dish because they give you just enough broth to coat the ingredients that's in the bowl. I wish I could take a second bite because there's a big piece of meat down here at the bottom.
The other one looked better though. I'm not gonna lie. The noodle spot that he was at before this, that one looked better.
And shrimp that would have went perfectly with this. Can't pronounce the name of this dish, and I won't try because I don't want to butcher it. But that noodle dish was fire. I mean, that thing was precious. Last and final dish is called Bumbaway. I really didn't know where it derived from, but she did the honors and showed me on the map that's on the wall exactly where it came from. As good as this dish looks, if it's not good, I'm telling you, I am going to crash the out. Added the toppings, blended everything together, pour the broth on top, and for some reason my hands wanted to go into chopstick mode, so we clamped the food in between the chopsticks. I tried to take the biggest bite of 2026, but when I did, I had to sit and think for a moment. Is that really what I just tried? The broth is like no other. And I know I said that about the last restaurant, which that restaurant was good, don't get me wrong. And I don't want to compare this one to the last one, but this one is built different. It's a deep, meaty, rich, smooth broth. It's a little spicy to let you know that it's there. And I had to push it out the way because I would have went in for a second bite. I've had Vietnamese food on several occasions, and I've had this on several occasions. I feel like every time I try Vietnamese food, it gets better and better. This is just one of the ones. If you're watching this video, and if you don't believe anything I've ever said on this channel, both of these dishes were just mind-blowing and life-changing. With a 9.6 for the first dish, a 9.7 for the second dish, bringing the average to a 9.65. The Golden Fork Award Challenge is officially over, and we're about to announce the winner. After trying 6 restaurants, only one restaurant can win the Golden Fork Award. But I do have a second and third place that did not leave empty-handed. So third place goes to Vegan Time Cafe. The last time I was there, I told him he needed plates. So I gave him money to buy plates. I want you to get some plates. Like, you remember that?
Yeah, I got some.
Cool. So I can give you some money to get some. Here's $300 and I can give you some money to get some.
Alright,
So,
$30.
Please don't. Coming in at number 2, we got ITO Ramen. Now, what I did for them, I drove an hour back to Noonan, did a normal food review in my car, and now they've been getting a lot of business as a result of the video. I think I found the best ramen bar.
Yeah, I got order for Daddy.
And the winner of the first ever Golden Fork Award on this channel is LBU Saigon. Y'all, this restaurant did everything right. They're so passionate. Everything is freshly made. They're so welcoming. They're extremely nice. The food is just spectacular. This is a restaurant everybody should go to. I was doing a YouTube video, like traveling all over Georgia. And I was going to restaurants that had little to no reviews. And I found you got you. So it was a big challenge. And the restaurant that had the best flavor and customer service won the first ever Golden Fork Award. That's awesome. And you guys won. So this is yours.
That's so cool. Can I FaceTime my sister?
Absolutely, yeah. But this is yours, definitely, though.
That's so cool.
Yeah. This was a very powerful moment. The fact that she thought of her sister first says a lot. I eventually spoke with the sister, and later the other sister brought me to the wall where she explained their father's role and the journey that led them to where they are now.
When we moved to America, I had a dream of making noodles. It's not that easy to just start your own business, right?
Sure.
So he worked in factories for a little while,
Yeah.
and about 5 years ago, we found out he had cancer.
Oh, wow.
While undergoing cancer treatment, he was like, life's too short. Let me do this. So then after remission and after going through treatment, him and my sister started this. So we opened this year, actually.
Father is still living, by the way, and he comes in every morning at 5 o'clock to make the noodles. This story
that's
is
great.
a reminder that no matter what you're facing, no matter what you're going through, no matter how stacked the odds are against you, you can still do it. We took a few pictures, and just like that, you're looking at the first Golden Fork Award winner on this channel. Congratulations to LBU Saigon. All the restaurants I reviewed had something great they brought to the table, but there was only one winner. But if you're ever in Georgia and you decide to come up behind me and check these places out, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. That's it. I love y'all. Congratulations to LBU Saigon for winning the first ever Golden Fork Award.
Yo, this video made me hungry though, bro. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. A great video. Comment, subscribe, like, all that. Appreciate y'all.